Ada Evans suffers from chronic heart disease. When she was finally put on the list for a heart transplant, her doctors were concerned that she would suffer a fatal heart attack before they could help her. So they turned to an innovative medical technology to try and keep her alive long enough to get a new heart.
She just have a lot of courage. And whenever she hurting, you ask her how she feeling, she said fine. And when you know she's hurting, but she still say, I'm feeling fine.
Noodles? All righty.
She asked me if I would fix her something to eat. I asked her what she wants. She said, some Roman noodles. And I guess it was the Lord that brought me in here. I don't know what I was coming for. I just came in. And I heard this little noise behind me, and I looked around. Her eyes were walled back and her mouth wide open.
Hold on, sweetheart.
For the second time in a month, Ada was suffering a life-threatening cardiac arrest. But this time, they had a Medphone in their home.
Dial his telephone number.
I just knew when I saw her, the condition she was in, it had to be done.
Hold on, sweetheart.
When the Medphone case is opened, it automatically dials the hospital. Critical care nurse Angie Orlando took the call.
As soon as I answer the Medphone, the information of who's calling and who's been trained on the Medphone pops up on my top screen. So I was able to know that it was the Evans residence. We had practice drills, but I was really scared because I knew this was going to be real.
Okay, put her on the monitor, Mr. Evans. Okay, I can see now.
And I could tell that she was in a ventricular tachycardia, which is a life-threatening, irregular heartbeat, and she would die if it wasn't corrected and put in the normal rhythm. She was unresponsive and she wasn't breathing. She was almost dead.
The hospital staff and Ada's family had been thoroughly trained in the Medphone. But this was the first time the portable electronic cardiac treatment system would actually be used.
I want you to check.
She said, get back, we got a shock right away, a defibrillator, right away.
Angie Orlando was about to try what had never been done before. Shock a heart back into beating through the phone lines with the patient still at home.
Is she breathing?
Is she breathing?
She's gasping.
Do you know how to do CPR?
Yes.
Okay, you need to start CPR now.
A call was placed to 911 to get help for Ada and Roscoe at their home as soon as possible.
CMS, what is your emergency? Well, I'm calling to have an ambulance sent immediately to an address 335 William Place.
And what is the emergency?
The emergency is the patient's in VTAC. They're doing CPR on the patient.
You said a patient is in they doing CPR on the patient?
Yes.
Okay, man, we'll get someone on over there.
Thank you.
All right.
Not being there was really hard, and I didn't know Roscoe. I had to rely on his word, and I had to have a lot of trust in him.
Mr. Evans, is she breathing?
Is she breathing?
Yes. She's breathing.
I thank the Lord for giving me strength, you know, hold up and do what had to be done.
Stay still. Stay good. She's trying to move around. Should I let her?
Try and hold her still.
Be still, Sonny. They can't monitor you with you moving around.
Mr. Evans, is the ambulance there yet?
No.
Okay, we'll stay on the line until they get there. She's looking good.
I could tell that her heart was coming back to a normal rhythm with a little irregularity, but it wasn't life-threatening.
How you doing, Ada?
Much better.
You look good here. I'm just going to stay on with you till the ambulance gets there.
Less than 10 minutes after the call to 911, paramedic John King and his partner arrived on the scene.
When we got there, the nurse speaking through the Medphone told us that the patient had been defibrillated, and that was a first. Time is crucial, and if it took us, say, 8 minutes to get there, even with CPR, our chance would be just about nil. So it's nice to see a situation like this where a patient's defibrillated promptly, and then is totally oriented when we get there, has good blood pressure, feels fine. It's really incredible, and it's nice to see.
After I hung up the phone, she was in the ambulance on her way here. I took a couple minutes and went back, thought about it all, and everyone was like, oh, congratulations, you did well, it really worked, na-na-na. That made me feel really good.
Cardiologist Antonella Quattromani is one of the main doctors responsible for the Medphone program at the hospital.
She basically died, and, you know, if it wasn't for the box and the availability of the energy, you know, she would not have made it. So it's a big, big success of technology and, you know, of the human part, too.
You know, later on I thought about how close she was to death. She wasn't breathing, no heartbeat or anything, you know. And then it went through my mind, you know, she could have been gone.
Ada Evans beat the tremendous odds against surviving a sudden heart attack in the home. On July 7th, a heart donor was found for her. She's now well on her way to full recovery from the transplant. And she and Roscoe have another chance at life.
She's my best friend. She's everything. And had it not been for the Medphone, she wouldn't be here today. So I thank the Lord for the Medphone.